Minister of Information in Las Vegas to strengthen broadcasting collaborations and explore emerging technological innovations. Oil sector analysts crave for continuous naira for crude deal. Public tertiary health facility in Maiduguri recognizes a philanthropist for his efforts in the fight against cancer in the country. Hello and thanks for joining us on the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Stella Inamiti. In an effort to strengthen broadcast collaborations and form strategic alliances, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris has led a delegation of heads of government agencies to the 2025 National Association of Broadcasters Conference and Workshop in Las Vegas, USA, with the theme, the technology, the trend, the future. The workshop will cover a range of topics including artificial intelligence, cloud visualization, the creative economy and sports production and streaming. The minister is joined by key directors general and CEOs of Nigerian broadcasting agencies, including Comrade Salihu Abdulhamid Dembus, Director General, CEO of the Nigerian Television Authority (NTA), Mr. Lee Mohammed Ali, Managing Director, CEO of the News Agency of Nigeria (NAN), Charles Ebuebu, Director General, CEO of the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC), Dr. Lekon Fadolakbo, Director General of the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria (ACON), and Malam Jibrin Baba Ndas, Director General and CEO, Voice of Nigeria (VON). The National Association of Broadcasters Conference attracts thousands of industry leaders from around the world and offers a unique opportunity for the Nigerian delegation to explore new partnerships, engage in content-sharing initiatives, and gain valuable insights into emerging trends and technological innovations. In a statement, the Director, Media and Protocol, Ministry of Information and National Orientation, Suleiman Haruna, acknowledged that these efforts aim to strengthen Nigeria's broadcasting sector by fostering greater collaboration, advancing training programs, and driving technological progress across the industry in Nigeria. Sweden's exports to Nigeria are set to hit $51.81 million in 2004. However, expectations are high in 2025 following several commitments by Swedish investors. Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga is looking at the Nigeria-Sweden relationship as he received in audience the Crown Princess of Sweden, Victoria Desiree, in Abuja. Garba Natala reports.
Both governments, Nigeria and that of Sweden, want to explore areas of mutual cooperation in critical sectors. As of 2023, Nigeria imported more than $200 million worth of goods from Sweden, while Sweden exported refined petroleum, plastic products, broadcasting equipment, among others, valued at more than $51 million worth of goods to Nigeria in 2024. However, Sweden indicated interest in investing more in the country.
Ranging from peacekeeping to several reciprocal support agreements. We've always worked well on the international stage where we support each other's candidates.
We are so proud of Swedish companies, approximately around 40 companies at the moment invested already in your beautiful country.
As a follow-up to Nigeria's diplomatic engagements, the foreign minister says the Swedish delegation reciprocated the vice president's visit in November last year, where several Swedish investors committed to investments and partnerships worth millions of dollars in Nigeria's digital economy, health, agriculture, and other critical sectors. In Abuja, Guru Muhammad Atala, NTA News.
Key stakeholders in Nigeria's oil sector are advocating for the continuation of the Naira for crude deal, citing its positive impact on fuel prices and the foreign exchange market. However, experts say it's a commercial transaction that must be premised on the provisions of the Petroleum Industry Act of willing buyers, willing supply basis. Lydia Sampson reports.
The initiative, which began in October 2024, allows local refineries like Dangote to purchase crude oil in Naira, reducing reliance on dollar-denominated transactions. However, industry experts are calling for review of the model to align with international benchmarks. This is due to challenges such as forex risks and sometimes the mismatch between Naira sales proceeds and dollar-denominated crude purchases.
Naira for crude is a good initiative, but we have to change model. 6 months to try, we need to put a short-run perspective, probably 365 days.
Crude he was getting in Naira, it was not the supply he was getting from that source was not overwhelmingly covers the demand that the refinery has. And my final point would be it is important for that refinery to also export.
They believe a revised model could mitigate financial risks for refineries while maintaining the policy's economic advantages for the overall good of Nigerians.
Petron was very supportive and advocated very strongly that the Naira for crude should be, activated. And we were very, very glad when the president and his economic team saw it fit to promote and ensure that that policy became active.
What will be most important is for Nigerians to be more knowledgeable, to stick with facts, and thereby making the decision-making and the governance process easier and better for everyone.
As talk progresses, stakeholders and Nigerians are hopeful for a balanced agreement that supports both local refining and international market standards. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has called on stakeholders and other Nigerians to work towards creating a world where mothers can safely give birth and children can live healthy to reach their full potential. She made the call in her message marking this year's World Health Day with the theme Healthy Beginnings, Hopeful Futures. The First Lady, who notes with concern that far too many women and newborns lose their lives daily due to preventable complications during pregnancy, childbirth and postnatal period, insists that no mother should have to risk her life to bring a child into the world, and no newborn should be denied a fair chance at survival. While congratulating all health workers for their great sacrifice to make the world a healthy place, the First Lady renews her call on stakeholders to invest in maternal and newborn health, not only as a moral responsibility, but also as a fundamental cornerstone of sustainable development. Chief Medical Director of the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital UMTH, Professor Ahmed Ahijo, led his management team to Abuja for a visit to express gratitude to philanthropist Dr. Emeka Ofo. This is in recognition of Ofo's extraordinary intervention in the fight against cancer through the donation of cutting-edge cancer treatment equipment to UMTH, the first of its kind. Lydia Sampson reports.
Professor Ahmed Ahijo has revolutionized the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, turning it into a world-class healthcare facility. Since his appointment as Chief Medical Director, Professor Ahijo has overseen transformative projects, including state-of-the-art centers for cancer, kidney care and trauma, alongside expansions in radiology and histopathology, setting the benchmark for healthcare excellence in Nigeria and West Africa. With University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital as a hub of medical innovation and patient care. Unfortunately, the 2024 September flood wreaked havoc on the teaching hospital, destroying the state-of-the-art facilities in the hospital. The floods wash away all hope beyond salvation of the subsidized cancer treatment for vulnerable patients offered only by the teaching hospital. Like a godsend, Sir Emeka Ofo Foundation came to the rescue. A cancer survivor, Hadiza Aliu Manga, and the CMD emphasized the life-saving potential of the new cancer treatment technology and expressed profound gratitude to Sir Emeka Ofo.
Most of the beneficiaries are vulnerable people. Some cannot even afford 50,000, none of 500,000. So it's just like a bonus to us.
It's an honor that we'll never forget. It will be an example to all other Nigerians.
For Sir Emeka Ofo, who usually is a silent solution provider and philanthropist, the visit was more than he expected, as eminent Nigerians took turns to speak on his untiring interventions in healthcare, education, as well as personally impacting lives positively across Nigeria.
The kind of brotherhood and sisterhood that connects us around Sir Emeka Ofo are those that really and truly are there for each other.
This is what we need to make this country to grow, to develop. We must show passion, we must show leadership, we must show vision.
We are very proud of him to be a Nigerian that is completely detribalized.
He's a man that believes that being wealthy is about touching and impacting on the lives of others. He's a man that believes that the impact you make on humanity is what defines you as a human being.
And now, the man of the moment.
I was born in the northern part of the country, Kafanchan to be precise, and then I owe it to God. So we will continue to support the tertiary institutions. We will continue to support the government of Nigeria.
Sir Emeka Ofo, an entrepreneur and philanthropist, is continuously making profound impact on vulnerable communities through his foundation, established to alleviate poverty, focusing on education, healthcare, youth empowerment, and widows support. Ofo's initiatives include distributing millions of books and computers across Africa, supporting polio eradication efforts with Rotary International. His contribution is extensive throughout the globe. Little wonder many speakers here are categorical that Emeka Ofo exemplifies the transformative power of philanthropy in uplifting marginalized populations. In Abuja, Lydia Samson, NTA News.
Similarly, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has been called upon to lead another health initiative in the country, this time for a campaign to eliminate cervical cancer. This was when a delegation from the National Task Force on Elimination of Cervical Cancer paid an advocacy visit to her office in the villa. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports that she kick-started her new role with the announcement of a 1 billion naira donation from the Renewed Hope Initiative to the partnership.
As the second most common cancer among women, with a grim figure of 8,000 deaths per year, cervical cancer is considered a major public health concern in Nigeria. Apart from implementing a nationwide HPV vaccination across the country, the National Task Force on Elimination of Cervical Cancer hopes to strengthen its cause with a three-pronged approach of early screening, vaccination, and treatment of victims. This advocacy visit is to further the realization of the task force objectives by enlisting the support of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu.
This year, as part of the 2025 appropriation bill, we have the Renew Hope Health Connect, which is an initiative of Mr. President to take healthcare intervention closer to the people. And one of the things we are going to be doing as part of that Renew Hope Health Connect is population screening for cervical cancer.
And 8 by 8 means that we want to screen 8 million girls every year and vaccinate 8 million girls. At the end of 2030, we plan to vaccinate 40 million girls, screen 40 million women, and treat 10 million women with pre-cancers in Nigeria, and treat 60,000 women with cancer of the cervix.
We are pioneering the establishment of novel preventive oncology clinics, the first of its kind, designed to routinize cancer screening in our tertiary institution facilities.
Taking on the new responsibility, the First Lady pledged the willingness of our initiative to partner with the task force on the federal government proposed Renewed Hope Health Connect to guarantee access to screening and treatment.
I'll start by pledging 1 billion to that. I'll tell you the reason. I also lost someone very close to us due to being quiet and the stigma attached to it. And she's supposed to be very educated and well known, and you wonder, why would you have left it so long?
The advocacy visit coincides with the 2025 World Earth Day celebration, and the First Lady was quick to note the significance of fighting cancer among women and the theme of the day.
There's no better cause than this. If it is a cause to save life, I will gladly do that over and over again. And like your theme today, which is healthy beginnings, we're starting healthy and is hopeful future. I believe that Mr. President wouldn't have picked more slogan for his administration than the Renewed Hope agenda. Our hopes as Nigerians have to be renewed. There's hope in this country.
There is a need for sustainability or cervical cancer screening program using HPV DNA test, which is recommended by WHO.
Within 9 months since the launch of the HPV vaccine in Nigeria, about 12.3 million women have been vaccinated across the country, with another 6 million targeted before the end of this year. In the State House, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
This is the News Desk at 6 on NTA News 24. More reports after this break.
From the heart of Africa's most vibrant nation comes a gathering that shapes the future of trade and security. Welcome to Nigeria, rich in culture, bold in innovation. Join us in Abuja for the 4th WCO West and Central African Regional Conference of Donors from April 7th to 11th, 2025, starting daily at 9 a.m. 24 nations, over 50 global organizations, one mission: to modernize customs, enhance trade, and unlock regional prosperity. Hosted by the Nigeria Customs Service at the Muhammadu Buhari Conference Center, Abuja. Welcome to Nigeria. Good people, great nation.
Celebrate Ramadan with Bafi and enjoy up to 40% off on selected products from living room, dining room, bedroom, and royal sets. Pay less, save more, and refresh your home for iftar gatherings and cherished moments with family and friends. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online to enjoy our exclusive Ramadan sale. Let's make this Ramadan unforgettable.
Thanks for staying with us. In January this year, a total of 88 primary healthcare facilities were flagged off for upgrade across Kogi State, with an official completion deadline set for April 31st, 2025. In this report, correspondent Jonathan Omajali takes a look at progress work made so far in meeting the target.
When Kogi State Government, in collaboration with the World Bank's Impact Project, announced plans to upgrade 88 primary healthcare centers to Level 2 status, equipped with state-of-the-art medical equipment, staff quarters, constant electricity, clean water, and round-the-clock security, it sounded almost too good to be true, given the previously dire conditions of many of these facilities. The bold initiative was met with widespread excitement and hope. Day by day, the transformation is becoming a reality. Dilapidated buildings are being torn down and modern structures are rising in their place. While several sites have already been completed, construction continues at others.
This project is so surprising anyway, because we did not expect it when it came. They have been talking about it. We did not even thought that they would bring it this fast.
And they build where doctor can stay after work, both staff quarters, and they are planning to dig borehole too.
With the project deadline set for April 31st, the executive director of the Kogi State Primary Healthcare Development Agency has been actively monitoring the contractors to ensure timely delivery and adherence to standards.
I can say on the average, we have achieved over 70 to 80%. We are charging them to ensure that they complete this project so that they can meet up with the deadline, which is expected to be around 31st of April. Though there are some challenges, but we've been trying to see how we can navigate through to ensure that they meet up with the time frame.
As these ambitious projects promise to redefine healthcare in the state, residents look forward with anticipation to their completion. In Lokoja, Jonathan Omajali, NTA News.
The Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gaidam, has stressed the need to upscale interagency collaboration and intelligence sharing among security agencies to address Nigeria's multi-dimensional security challenges. The minister stated this at the 2025 Army War College Nigeria Interagency Security Seminar, a critical component of Module 3 of the Army War College curriculum, and provided a platform for knowledge sharing and policy dialogue to improve interagency synergy.
Within Nigeria's contemporary security landscape should serve not as a source of fragmentation, but as a catalyst for synergy. Our ability to optimize multi-agency efforts will determine the effectiveness of our responses to stress and ultimately our success in ensuring the safety and security of our nation.
The current scale and complexity of modern conflicts across the world underscores the significant role that military operations play in restoring and maintaining peace and stability.
This seminar serves as a platform to deepen cooperation, enhance coordination, and share best practices in security management. By working together more effectively, we can build a more responsive and adaptable security architecture to counter threats and safeguard national stability.
The seminar for Course 9 2025 is designed as an expanded forum to promote interaction among stakeholders in the security sectors and policymakers. Nigeria is celebrating its inaugural National Police Day today, April 7, 2025, marking a historic occasion to honor the sacrifices and contributions of the Nigeria Police Force. Guest on Good Morning Nigeria emphasized that the week-long event initiated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu aims to strengthen police-community relations through medical outreaches, exhibitions, and community engagement programs.
The Police Day, the National Police started with activities on the 2nd of April, and it's climaxing, today. And now you have various police commands, like I think Bauchi Police Command talked about community engagement for crime prevention, intelligence sharing, and I think Sokoto is talking about medical outreach, how to get to the public, to a kind of support. So what is happening today is just the climax. So the various teams, I think various police command, the 36 plus the FCT commands are having various teams in terms of strengthening police-community relations, in terms of cross-border issues, in terms of recognition of police sacrifices and all that. So all this is meant to do. And now the professionalism, what is going to be showcased at the Eagle Square? You look at the various police performances, you look at some of the few equipment they have on display, and all this is to instill confidence on the mind of the public.
It also pays tribute to fallen officers who died in the line of duty. The celebration, the guest noted, underscores the importance of the police in safeguarding lives and property while fostering public trust. This day also serves as a testament to the resilience and dedication of Nigeria's police personnel. And that's the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Thanks for watching. I am Stella Inameti.